Hi everyone, we're going to talk about the Unit 4 End of Unit Study Guide. So remember, you can use a calculator on this test. It's just, so that'll be a good tool for you. Alright, so Matt drew a floor plan of his bedroom using a scale of 1.5 centimeters equals 1 foot. On his floor plan, the width of his bedroom measured 12.5 centimeters. According to the scale, what is the actual width? All right, so this is a review from Unit 1. So I have my centimeters and I have my feet. And I know 1.5 centimeters equals 1 foot. They want to know about 12.5 centimeters. So I'm going to divide by 1.5 on each side. So in my calculator, I'm going 1 divided by 1.5, and I get 0.6 repeating. And then I'm going to multiply by 12.5. And I get 8 1/3, or 8.3 repeating. So it should be 8.3 feet. All right, question 2. Mrs. Lubeck exercises her horse by walking him around in a circular track. The distance from the edge of the track to the center is 85 feet. So we have a circular track. From the center to the outside edge is 85, so that's our radius. If she walks her horse 5 times around the track, approximately how many feet will she and her horse travel? So to get the diameter, I'm going to do 85 times 2. So I get 170. My formula is C equals pi times diameter, because we're talking about circumference. C equals 3.14 times 170. So in my calculator, I'm doing 3.14 times 170. And I get 533.8 feet. But then it says that they go 5 times around. So I'm going to multiply by 5. And I get 2,669 miles. Or not miles, feet. All right. During a bake sale, 1 1/3 dozen cookies were sold in 1/4 of an hour. What is the unit rate for dozens of cookies sold per hour? So I've got cookies, and I've got hours. So that's 4/3, because 1 times 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4 in 1/4 of an hour, and I want to find for 1. So I'm dividing by 1/4. So 4/3 divided by 1/4. Keep, change, flip. So 4/3 times 4/1. And I get 16/3. So 3 goes into 16 5 times with 1 piece left over, because 16 minus 15 is 1. So that means you can make 5 1/3 dozen cookies. All right, the department store is having a sale on skirts. They're on sale for 35% off the original price. Select all the equations that can be used to find the sale price of the skirt. All right, so I know that if I have 100 and I subtract 35, I have 65. And to do an equation, I have to move the decimal 2 places to the left. So it'd be 0.65 times the price. And then I can also do the price minus 35%. So I move that decimal 2 places, percent of the price. So that would be that one. That doesn't have a P behind it, and this one is only going to give me the discount. All right, write an equation that represents this table. Okay, so I'm going to put a 1 here. I'm going to divide by 30. Divide by 30. So 10 divided by 30 gives me 0.3 repeating, which is 1/3 is a fraction. So 1/3 x equals y. All right, Jake made the table below to show the kinds of birds sold in 1 month at a local pet store. If Jake makes a circle graph from the information, what fraction of the circle should be used for the number of toucans sold? So I know I'm going to have to add up these birds. So that's 30, 40, 50, 60. So that's 60 whole birds. And they want to know what fraction of the circle. So I know 100% is the same as one whole. I'm sorry. So I know I have my fraction and I have my birds, right? Always helps to label it. One whole circle would be 60 birds, and I want to figure out just the toucans. So the toucans are 10. So I'm going to divide by 60. So I get 1/60th. And then I'm going to multiply by 10. So I get 10 over 60, or 1/6 of the circle. All right, the store has a sale for 20% off all the items. If the sale price of the item was $18, which equation would calculate the original price? Well, I know that if I have 100 and I save 20, I'm left with 80%. So I have to move that decimal 2 places over. So it's gonna have to be one of these two. And I know I'm not subtracting 80 cents, so it's gonna be C. A veterinarian recorded the weight of 15 puppies. Of those 15 puppies, 4 weighed over 6 pounds. What percent weighed over 6 pounds? So I've got my percent and I've got my puppies. So I know that 100% is 15 puppies. And I want to figure out, it says 4 weighed over 6 pounds. So that's 4. So I'm going to put my 1 there. So I'm going to divide by 15. So 100 divided by 15 gets me 6.6 repeating. And then I'm going to hit times 4. Straighten my calculator. And I get 26.6 repeating, or 26 2/3%. All right, Sharon sells ceramics at a local craft show. She sold 42 ceramic figures. This week she sold 38. What was the percent of decrease? So remember, you've got your percent and you've got your figures, right? So 100% would be what she had originally, which was 42. Then I have to figure out the difference. So 42 minus 38 gives me 4. So it changed by 4. So I'm going to divide by 42. So 100 divided by 42. I get 2.38, a whole bunch of junk, then times 4. And I get 9.5. So 9.5% decrease. All right, Kevin purchased 5 hamburgers for $1.80 and 6 sodas for $1.55. The tax on the order was 7.5%. What is the total cost of Kevin's purchase? All right, so I know I'm going to do 5 times $1.80. And I get 9. And then I'm going to do 6 times $1.55, and I get $9.30. So 9 plus $9.30 is going to give me $18.30, and that's 100%. And I want to figure out 107.5 because they want the total cost of the purchase. So I'm going to divide by 100. And then I'm going to multiply by 107.5. and I get 19.6725. The 2 tells the 7 to stay the same, so I know my answer is going to be just $19.67. All right, an umbrella costs $8 to manufacture and is sold for $12.70. What is the percent increase? So 100% is always the original amount, so that's $8. And then I have to figure out what it increased by. So $12.70 minus 8 is going to give me 70 cents, $4.70. So I'm going to divide by 8. So 100 divided by 8, and I get 12.5 times 4.70. And I get 58.75%. All right, Jake earned $8 per hour before being given a 4% raise. What is Jack's new wage after the raise? So I've got my percent, I got my money. I know 100% was what happened originally. And then I also know that he was given a 4% raise, so that's 104. So I'm going to divide by 100. So 8 divided by 100. And I get 0.08, and then I'm going to multiply by 104. And I get $8.32. So that's his new wage. Kyle's dad had a graduating class of 225 when he was a senior at Leon High School. Now Kyle's is a senior, and he's graduating with a class that's about 53% larger than when his dad went to school. How many students are in Kyle's graduating class? Well, we have 100, and that would be 225. And then if it increased by 53%, I have 153%. So I'm going to divide by 100. And I end up with 2.25. And then I'm going to multiply by 153. And I have 344 students. Andrea bought a jacket on sale for $28.30 after a discount of 20%. What was the original price for the jacket? So I know that 80% is what I'm starting with because I have 100 minus 20. So that means I paid 80%, and that's $28.30. And I'm looking for 100%. So I'm going to divide by 80. So $28.30 divided by 80. And I get 0.35375. And then I'm going to hit times 100. And I get 35375. Well, the 5 tells the 7 to round up, so I know it's going to be $35.38. All right, Zachary buys a new car. The original price of the car was $49,100. The price of the car was then reduced by 18%, and then there was a sales tax. So I see two percentages, so I'm going to need two tables. So 100% is $49,100. And I want to find 88%, not 88%, I want to find 82%. Because I have 100 and I subtract 18, so I'm going to have 82%. So I'm going to divide by 100 and I get 491, and then I'm going to multiply by 82. And I get $40,000 and $40,262. Okay, So that's the first part. Then there's a sales tax. So I have to do my percent and my money. I have 100%, and that's going to be $40,262. And I want to find for 103.5. So I have 402.62 because I divided by 100. And then I'm multiplying by 103.5. And I get $41,671.17. All right, so that's your study guide. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.